So hey guys, what's up? This is BrainX and today we are going to talk about how you can think creatively. In my last video, I talked about how to think and this is basically the second part. So from the last part, we know that your thoughts are just the neurons firing. But now what's creativity? Let's first see how science understands creativity. So thoughts are just neurons firing in certain patterns. A creative thought or creativity could be you randomly firing different neural patterns. So that's what creativity is. And this is how Dr. Sid Warrier explains creativity. So suppose your whole conscious state when you're focused and you're doing your task in very disciplined and when you're determined, imagine your thoughts to be aligned in particular boxes. Sid Warrier calls them the iron grid. Okay. Now what happens when your focus level drops and you're maybe distracted by some stuff? So there comes a state of your brain where you're not totally focused and those iron balls, those iron grid start to come down. And now what happens? Random thoughts start to meet each other. This meeting of the random thoughts is called as creativity. So when does this happen? This happens when you're slightly distracted. So maybe when you're doing the mundane daily household task, maybe when you're taking shower, maybe when you're mopping the floor, doing the dishes, it could be any common task which does not require focus. So what I'm trying to say is that creativity is kind of opposite of focus. And yes, I say this because I have certain live examples. Like one of my friend who's a rapper whose name is Kundesh Shah. What he does is he actually has narrated the story to me that whenever he runs out of ideas for rapping, he just goes and gets a shower. And what happens is that while taking shower, he comes up with this bright new ideas about rapping. And the funny part is that he has actually put this story inside his rap. And I'm gonna play the small clip of him rapping this one story.
आगे कहीं ढूंढ कोई सरकारी जॉब कर ले मैं तो नहाने को जाऊं नल चालू करूं बाल्टी में गिरे शायद शब्द ऐसा दिखे मुझे थोड़ा बहुत तो पी के बैठा पानी में खोल एक म्यूजिक ऐसा तबे लगे मुझे नशा पूरा चढ़ा कभी सर पे तो AK-47 धार 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 कृष्णा
So if you didn't understand the lyrics, what he means basically is that he goes to the shower. When he opens the tap, through the water, he sees the word. So basically that means that he gets the rap ideas through the shower. That's it. And yes, this has happened with me too. Like when I was making this one video of Scam Valley, there was this one line. I'll just play that short clip here. As other people. So if you see this video closely, you might think that I have fetched this video from internet because there are many talk videos available on net and I mostly use the movie scenes, but no. I have created many videos physically, but this particular video, I especially have that memory fresh in me. So what happened was I was listening to the music, this particular statement was running through my mind. In middle of that chaos, I get this random visual in my mind and boom, I got the whole idea of how I can build this video. So I took this PNG and this particular video and I animated it together and boom, I had the whole clip for me. But wait right there. I mean, I haven't told you how you can be creative. So let's take a small break and meanwhile what you can do is you can just subscribe to my channel, like this video and comment down. Well, so now you'll ask me, how can you be creative? So should you start mopping your floor, take 10 showers a day or go for 10 kilometers walk or keep yourself distracted with Netflix and chill? No. So till now what we know about creativity is that creativity happens when two random thoughts meet, right? So for those two thoughts to meet, you need the right set of thoughts first. So how will that happen? It's simple guys. Thoughts are neurons firing. How do you make them fire? By actually practicing that skill. There's no secret behind it. So now that you have the neurons, you have the thoughts. That means you just need distractions. The thing is, this one word distraction is seen in a negative light. So what happens is that when I say distraction, you might think that you are studying, you're focusing on something and you get distracted. But this word distraction could be not thinking in one single line, thinking out of the box. This could be experimentation and play mindset. So what happens is every skill has certain protocol that you have to follow. For example, in football, any coach will advise you not to crowd yourself with players. You should be passing the ball, but you have one live example like Neymar who breaks all the protocols. People appreciate him for his creativity that you see. The second thing, if you consider the skill like rapping, It also has some technical aspects like rhyming scheme, double entendre. I don't know how it's pronounced. If you see a rapper like MC Stan, how he breaks all the norms, all the protocols, and whatever he does, it's appreciated by many people. So I'm just trying to make a point that distraction could be thinking out of the box, experimenting. But then you will tell me that Dinesh, all this positive talk is good, but how can you apply that in reality? Whatever skill that you take has this small activity called as freestyle. So even in football, what happens is we create a box, and inside that box a person is told to randomly start doing skill moves with the ball, and in that randomness a creative move comes out of him, which is translated inside the game. Now you will say that this is just applicable to football, but I have seen this pattern in dance also. My brother is a dancer, right? So whenever he wants to grow creatively as a dancer, what he does is he just plays the music and intuitively he reacts on that music. So what this doing is, this is the exercise that he is giving to his brain, and this is the beauty of randomness. Something creative comes out of you. Same happens when you are a writer. Just hold the pen and let your hand write, let your intuition write, and something creative will come out of it. This is the way to bring out the creativity that's inside you. Primarily, these are the traditional ways to use to actually bring out the creativity, and then there are some unconventional ways like you doing some meditation and visualization, you going for a walk, taking shower, or doing some mundane task, having your skill inside your brain. This way the randomness occurs inside your brain and something creative comes out, right? This is the second way. Lastly, I would just like to say that stop this pursuit of finding your talent, finding your passion, and what am I creative in, because there's nothing like that. You do something, once you do something, you start a journey with a skill, and once you start a journey with a skill, you discover yourself in that skill, and when you discover yourself in that skill, you discover style of doing it, and that's your creativity, my friend. So lastly, जाते जाते बस यही बोलेंगे यार कि काम करते रहो, फोड़ते रहो, 1% बनो, क्योंकि आसान है. Thank you so much.
Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?